Hello everybody, I'm Yolanda, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you probably might see by the mess I have created here, I am going to do a kit up and chat instead of a regular whip and chat. So today I am going to kit up this beautiful kit. This is Out of This World by Wumpels/GratefulLicensing.com or something. And this is from Dreamer Designs. This is my first try of the sets I got from the updated canvases. This is a 60 by 60 and it is square in drills. I'm going to put this one over here somewhere again, so I have like the glare here from the light I have there. So it's at least hopefully a little less annoying. So that's why I also have it a little bit darker today, because I am not putting in my ring light, because I'm turning it on for just a second. Because, yeah, you can see it like there. So it's a little bit dark today. I hope you forgive me for that, but yeah. We're just going to start it like this, and we're going to see. I also could cut off these edges. I only use symbol and DMC number. I always cut off these. If you are disliking like, mismatching numbers, as color 2, well, number 2 is symbol 9, so yeah. But personally, I only use that part, so for me, that's no problem. But that's each their own. So I'm going to sit on my chair, scoot a little bit, and I'm going to see where I need to start with my colors. I think this one. No, that is 20, not 2. Let's see. Here we go. This is more like it. Yeah, Dreamer Designs does have the drill packets like in order of like number. So one here is also one on my stickers. You need to make sure that I'm in focus, or at least as good as I'm going to get. So one here is 154, and that's also this one. The next one next to it is 209, and that's also 209 on my like thingy. I'm going to put that one over there for now, so it's safe. This kit also has, where's the number? 51 colors, and 7 of them are ABs. If you hear the little bell noise in the background, Lucia is sitting on the scratching post on the other side of the room, and that side. And her tail is flicking sideways, and she is hitting a like piece of string with a little ball with a bell on it. So yeah, so that's that noise. Let's see, I have my scissors here, and I'm just going to start off here. So this is personally how I do it. You need to kit up however you like. Also, like, whatever depends on whatever like storage system you have. I have these like Elizabeth Ward kinda containers. They are not the official Elizabeth Ward ones, but they do the job. Throwing the plastic behind the screen for now. It's a little bit staticky, but not too much as of yet. I do have for a change my little container with cut up pieces of dryer sheet, so at least I have them handy just in case I need them. Normally also when I diamond paint, I have them like in a little caddy that I use for all my pens and my wax and everything. I have these pieces of dryer sheet in there as well, so yeah. But yeah, how are you all doing? I hope you had a good week. Mine was a little bit of everything. Some good, some bad, some ugly. Some funny, some not so funny, and everything in between. Yeah, I do need to say, like, especially today and yesterday, I had like a little bit of an off day. Like, mentally, I feel like I'm mentally like totally exhausted, so probably that's why. Well, that's one label too much. That can't. Let's see, I have 5 containers of 310 and probably will only fit in one. So I'm just going to grab one of these containers, fill that one up, and then see from there. I probably will fit in 3. At least that's most of the times how many I get in there. And I think in this case too. And then the other ones I will be placing off to the side and refill when needed. But I think I will need an extra tray of these to store everything in, so probably I will just put it in there. But yeah, I don't have a container handy now because I still need to like sorry, I still need to dekit Ice Cream Rainbow, which I finished 2 weeks ago, around 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I also finished the one I kitted up 2 weeks ago. So though that one I also need to dekit after I filmed the review after this. So that will be coming, but I do have a lot at the moment. So I have like a lot pre-filmed, which is always easy. So I don't need to like rush to have everything filmed, which is always nice. And I can just decide what to upload when. It might just be that I have a review that sits for like a month or so, but yeah, if that's the worst that can happen, well, I'll sign up for that. Yeah, so at least now I can then afterwards take the drills out of the containers. But yeah, yesterday during the day I have been diamond painting on an off-screen project. Today I have been diamond painting on my cross-stitch conversion kit. So it's also a bit of like remembering that I also need to do that and then see the time to do that all, because I do that in multiple stages and multiple ways. And yeah, I have a whole system for it. Also the cat for the strawberry milk cat, I do need to see if there's anything in there that I can use for my cross stitch conversion. And yeah, it's a whole lot of something. But well, it will turn out fine. It's fine, it's fine. It gives me something to do. Just in case I don't have enough to do already. Yeah, do you like to dekit a kit like directly, or you're like, I'm just dumping everything in a jar and don't fuss about it? Or like, how is your process with that? Come on. I personally most of the times do keep the drills as long as they are at least a decent quality. The strawberry milk kit was okay, but I do need to pick around some drills, but at least there are a lot of good ones in it, so I will be saving those. But yeah, but when I have drills that are like just terribly bad or anything, those will be just thrown into bags and just get off to the side for me to use in potential like resin projects. But I do like to use them for that. Yeah, for the rest, if I have them, they will be stored in a separate place for like all the good drills. So I can use them for either like cross-stitch conversion kits, or if I, for whatever reason, ones run out. Which I have just happened like once with premium kits. And that was a color I didn't have, like leftover, so that didn't help. It was an AB color and I just didn't have that color yet, so yeah, that didn't help. But well, I got some resent, so that's not an issue there, but that's a good thing of most of the premium quality kits. They do resent you the drills if you don't have enough. Yeah. Ooh, my back is a little bit stiff and I just pulled like my shoulder blades back and it just made a noise and it felt kind of good. What a well. I also have last week on Thursday, I believe it was. Yeah, Thursday, I have been working on my attic again. If you've been here last week, you know that or even the week before. I think I also talked about it then, but we're reinsulating our attic to make it into our daughter's bedroom, which will still take at least half a year, I guess, with the speed everything is going. But yeah, I'm doing most of the work, at least on this for this point. Or at least I do a lot of the work. Let's call it like that. Yeah, so I have been working on that, but it was, since it's like under the roof, and yeah, it is a lot of work and it's a lot of bending, and because the roof isn't high, if the ceiling isn't high enough so I could stand everywhere. If that was, it was a lot easier, but no. Yeah, it's a whole lot of something. Which means that I need to bend over and basically like crawl through a lot of the places, and yeah, it's a whole lot of something. But yeah, I probably like busted my knee, scraped it open and everything. So yeah, my knee is hurting like hell since, well, Thursday. Today I do need to say it's like worse than other days. Yesterday evening I also didn't diamond paint, at least not in the living room for like a time lapse or anything, because my knee hurt so bad. So I just laid in bed, put like a thick blanket underneath my knee so I could prop it up just a little bit, because when I'm sitting in a chair like I am now, I feel it. When I have my leg like totally straight, I also feel it. But when I have it like just slightly bent, then it's not as bad. So yeah, I'm trying to do that as much as possible, but yeah, that's not always possible. Yeah, so I'm trying to manage at least. Yeah, it hurts. It doesn't feel nice. Oh well, we'll get there, eventually. Yeah, so driving to my parents to drop off the kids for the weekend was not fun. Thankfully, it's not like fully bent the entire time, but I wanted to be at least a little bit comfortable like shoe-wise. So I decided to just wear my regular jeans and sneakers. Yeah, my jeans are somewhat tighter. They are like not like really skinny fit, but like a little tighter fit. At least, I don't know, might even be skinny jeans, but yeah, they are at least a little bit tighter because, yeah, I like it. So I'm wearing them. But yeah, now that my knee is a little bit sensitive, it's not feeling the greatest to have like fabric like pulling on it the entire time. So yeah, as soon as I dropped off the kids at my parents and I was back home, I basically got up upstairs and changed my clothes and wore a dress. I have been wearing dresses like the entire weekend. Thankfully, I do like wearing dresses. I lately got an extra dress and it's like floor length and oh, it's so nice. Because we have an air conditioning on at the moment and at times it's like feeling like it's pretty cold, like a cold wind next to my legs, and it doesn't feel the greatest, but yeah, I just suck it up because it's that, or it's like feeling like I'm going to boil. But yeah, so it's nice to have that little bit of extra warmth on my legs. But yeah, so I've been wearing my dresses and that's working fine. I wore a just regular jeans again today because we needed to go to our city center with like my daughter's like, yeah, what's the word? Therapist, social emotional counselor, however you want to call her. And yeah, I'm going to see. Yes, I'm just regularly recording. I'm just rambling for 16 minutes, so it's going pretty fast. Nice. Let's see, what do I need to have now? I think it was this one. Can that be? You need to just first quickly lay them out so I can see what I'm doing. It's a little bit easier to see where I'm going with this. Now, this strip, I needed this one. Okay. Hopefully also I am fully in like frame working on this, I hope. Otherwise you thankfully at least have something to look at. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it a little bit in frame. Can't promise a thing, but at least I'll try. But yeah, so we've been to our city center. She first came to our home. Just talked about what all happened in the vacation, like the drama we had like with going to the 3 countries point, and the lookout post we had there and everything, and like the whole chicken pox. She also has 2 kids, so she's familiar with them. I was like, yeah, that's not nice during vacation, but we're like, I was like at the same time like, yeah, it was really bad timing, especially because they had like the 2 weeks of vacation, and I'm totally putting this in the wrong container. I need this one. But like the 2 weeks, well, at least 2 of the weeks that the kids had the chicken pox were also 2 weeks that my husband had vacation. So yeah, we were a little bit stuck inside during his vacation while we had planned to do some fun stuff. So she was like, yeah, that sucked. But I was like, yeah, but at the same time, they both had it now. So I'm not fussing with it again, hopefully, at least. Normally it shouldn't. But also at the same time, they also don't have to miss school for it. Because especially like our son, he was kind of sick for a couple of days. So it was also like, yeah, they don't need to miss school for that and everything. So that's also nice. It's not that they miss like huge amount of stuff or anything, but it's not nice if kids need to stay out of school because they're sick. Because, yeah, they're sick. That's no fun. But yeah. Yeah, so we went to our city center, as I said, like multiple times by now. And we There is a shoe store. That's like basically the only store that has like two full head is on the first floor, or we would say like, well, as if you would say in the Americans, it would be the second floor, because we count like the first floor, what you would say as like floor 0, like begaangrond, the ground floor. So yeah, let's see, I need this one. I need one of the bigger containers. But yeah, so we went there because so she could see like our daughter's fear of open stairs and like how she just basically at times just collapsed. Well, not physically collapsed, but like mentally, like she totally breaks down. And she also was like, didn't expect it like this. So she also didn't know what to do with it. Like going down, like it is like in 2 flights of stairs. So she carried, our daughter was like, I want to be carried. I was like, yeah, but you can at least walk like the second half. So like the person took her down the first flight of stairs, and then I was like, yeah, you can do it yourself. We're also like coaching, like, hey, your brother does this, so you can do this too, and everything. And she was like, nope, 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 not doing it. And then on the second part, she will just walks down, nothing to worry about. And we're like, seriously, kid, couldn't you do this before? But yeah, that's our daughter for you. In case you haven't been here before or you haven't remembered or anything, as you by now understand, I have a daughter that has some, yeah, how to call it, as Katie from Diamonds in the Wash would say, she's neurospicy. I don't want to call it a disability, but sometimes it is a disability. But she has NLD, which is a nonverbal learning disorder. It has nothing to do with verbal communication. Like, she can't communicate verbally. On contrary, the opposite side. She actually is like way too verbal. She understands like a lot. And she can verbally make out a lot of the things she wants, she needs, whatever all applies. Which also makes sometimes that you think that she knows something which she doesn't. So it has its tricks. But yeah, she has, it's also like known that many kids have like irrational, well, somewhat irrational fears or can be fearful. And yeah, she has a thing with stairs, like you can do whatever you want, but she won't go down them. At least not when she can help it. So that's at times quite a struggle because, yeah, you can't avoid stairs like when you're somewhere else. At least not always. If you've been on this channel before, you're like, yeah, I'm sorry to keep repeating it, but yeah, I think then by now you like know the struggle. But yeah, it's hard at times. It's hard for us and also hard for her because, yeah, she has this fear what she's basically living with. And that's not nice. I'm first going to see if I can fit this in this container. I don't think so. I'm going to grab a bigger one directly. Good thing I did. But yeah, so the person that was with us was also like, yeah, I need to see with like one of her behavioral therapists on the place she works with, like, hey, what about this? Any insight on it? She also at many times gets like overstimulated, and yeah, that can make a whole mess. Thankfully, we're learning to work with it and everything, so it's starting to become at least not really per se easier, but you get used to certain things. Don't know if you have somebody with special needs, either physically or mentally or combination. It can be all kinds of. Girls, can you behave, please? Oh no, it's just Luce. Lucia is just playing around. I thought the cats were starting a fight. But Luna's looking at me from this chair like, what? I'm not doing anything. I'm here. Still needing to get used to the fact that I have cat toys around the house again. Because yeah, when it gets little, yeah, not a smart idea. Yeah, so yeah, like if you have like physical, or even yourself, like if you have like physical or mental, yeah, I always think disabilities is like a harsh word, but I'm just going to put it under that umbrella, like something like not so regular. Or also just if you have like a broken arm or leg, you get used to it at a certain point, but it's still kind of annoying at times. So yeah, that's also a little bit what we have going on. Like, you get used to it, but at times it's still like, oh, here we go again. It's also like a fear I have for in a couple of weeks, because last week on Thursday I got the call that finally, after like almost a year and a half of waiting, we have our daughter's first swimming lesson scheduled. So she starts swimming the 23rd of August. I almost want to say the Dutch word, Augustus. Well, I actually wanted to make like a combination, like Augustus. But yeah, so she finally almost starts her swimming lessons. But yeah, I also like told the person I had on the phone, like, hey, since she has been put up for swimming lessons, she had that diagnosis. It can be hit or miss. She can totally freak out. And it can also be that she just doesn't give a rat's behind. So they were also like, yeah, you know what? We're just going to try it. I'm going to write it down so like the instructor does know about it. And then we're just going to see. If not, well, if he understood correctly, there is a pool pretty close to us that also does like specialty, like small groups, and specializes in like special needs or kids with more fears than anything. So, like, I don't know if they have the space like soon, but at least if it doesn't work, you can at least try. So we're like, yeah, that's at least an idea. But they were also like, we're just going to see first if like regular lessons are okay, if she works with that. If not, after a few lessons, we're still like, yeah, this doesn't work. You can still move over. So yeah. So that's always nice to know that there at least is like a backup option in case everything goes south. If it doesn't go according to plan. Okay, I'm going to just rip that off. It's getting too long. But yeah, it's always nice to know that you have like a backup plan. That you're not like, oh, how do we do this? We also still haven't been able to take her to a pool, so yeah, that doesn't help at all. Because, yeah, so we need to also try out if her swimming suit is even still fitting. So we need to do that this weekend. If not, if it doesn't fit, we need to figure out where to get a fitting one. And it's all a whole lot of something. But we'll get there, we'll get there. Thankfully, they at least had a good weekend at my parents'. I need to see, can I fit it in a smaller one? I'm going to just see. If not, I'm just going to pour it over. But yeah, they had a good weekend at my parents'. There was good weather, so they could play a lot outside. There's a little annoying bug. Move around. You're in my way. But yeah, so they could play outside a lot and everything. They helped my dad with gardening, so they picked some cucumbers, some carrots. They ate a lot of them. Because, yeah, also, like, it's extra fresh, so that's also extra nice. Yeah, in the meantime, husband and I could relax, have a little weekend off from the kids, which, if you have kids, you probably know that sometimes you just want to have the kids away and have some time, just the two of you, because yeah, that's also important. I don't want to know how many couples grow apart when they have kids just for the fact that they basically like live for the kids and not for themselves anymore. And sometimes you just need that, a little bit of couple time. Just some time to relax, do fun stuff, have nice dinner together, go out to eat, whatever. It's all that you like to do, even if it's just walking around your neighborhood or just being in the same room gaming or whatever. You just need time for yourself. So my husband did need some new pants, so we got shopping for that. Ended up doing that on Saturday. On Friday we went somewhere, couldn't find it in his size because we're also both have annoying sizes. Like my husband is like a kind of small guy, so it's like a not the most regular size, at least not here in the Netherlands. He's 1.72 or 3. Just like he has with me, I'm always like 1 centimeter off. He also says I'm 1 centimeter taller than I actually am. But oh well. But yeah, so he always needs a small size, and not many stores do have them, or if they have them, it's like just one of them or something, and yeah, it's a whole lot of something. Just like I have like an issue with the fact that I have relatively wide hips in comparison, so many times like I need like a wide size pants, but many times the width that I have doesn't match the length, so it's a whole lot of something. It's a whole something. Oh well, we'll get around. We have clothes on our backs, so and legs, obviously. But yeah, it's the thing, like we have our stuff, so it's not that we don't get anything, but it's hard if you have like a not so regular size. Or in my case, like a not so regular body type. Because as I said, I have wide hips, so many times certain shirts or dresses or skirts or anything, it falls like really strange, just because the fact that like for the rest of my body I'm kind of small, but let's say I have fat in the right places. So yeah, but that sometimes makes it kind of difficult with like clothes shopping and everything, because especially dresses do have that. Because many times dresses have like a belt kind under like the ladies. And if I have that and I wear a dress, many times it looks like I'm like 6 months pregnant or something. And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't want anybody asking like, oh, when are you due? And I'm like, yeah, no. No. I think like all you ladies out there can relate to the fact that that's not a fun feeling. So obviously when I was pregnant, I got like loads of dresses. Also a good thing because especially with our son's, my son's pregnancy, I couldn't stand to wear pants because they were like kind of tight on my, like I had a C-section for my daughter, also for our son, that too, but yeah, that didn't apply during the pregnancy. But yeah, I had a C-section and the scar of that started to annoy me pretty bad because of the pressure and everything. Not sure if many people have that issue, but at least I had. Yeah, so it was kind of annoying. But yeah, at least that point I just didn't need to look at anything. I just need to look at the right size because whatever dress I wore, it would fit and it looked nice. And now I'm like, I'm trying on 20 dresses, if not more, to have one fit properly. I'm laughing about it, but sometimes it's kind of a hit to your self-esteem. But oh well. Yeah, at least when we went shopping, we got some nice stuff. I don't believe we got anything clothes-wise, but I got myself... No, I wouldn't say I got myself a new blender, but I got that one on Saturday? If not even Sunday. Where did I get it? Yeah, on Saturday. We went to a store, and a store we come more often, but not too often. There was just one left. I was like, nice, I don't need more. It would be nice to have one more just for the fact that they have like glass mixing thing on top, and it's like a blender to go, so you can also screw a lid on it and everything. But yeah, I just have one of the glasses, so it would be nice to have one extra, but beggars can be choosers. So I'm just content with what I have because I use them for my protein shake thingy. They mix a lot better than like either a milk frother or just like a regular shaker, because otherwise they get kind of lumpy. Even though I do need to order them, but at the moment I have a little bit of a order scare because last week I ordered something for my resin stuff, and like I had 2 times like, hey, you ordered this, but this is out of stock. Would you be okay if we sent you this? And then in another email that I got today, it was like, hey, this and this is out of stock. Would you be okay if we change it with this? And it was like a totally different item, and there was nowhere near where it stood that like the other things would be done and everything. So I was like, you know what? If you don't even know what you're doing, and I have to ask like 3 times for it before I get the answer to the question I ask, please just refund me my money. And in the end, they still didn't fully refund my money. They still sent out resin. So I was like, can't you even understand a simple task like refund all my entire order? Like, what the hell? But yeah, at least I got resin, so should be here somewhere in like next week and a half. So we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, it's one of those things that I'm like, ah. But yeah, I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying. Hi, cat. Meow. But yeah, so at the same time, like when you ordered something and it's like going like that, you're like, do I want to order online again? But oh well. It will be totally fine. I have ordered, well, not directly from that store, but I have like ordered from the store by another store. So it will be fine, but yeah. Still need to look out for like whatever the hell I want and everything, so we'll get there eventually. Yeah. Yeah, so for dinner, like in the weekend, I just didn't want to cook, so we ended up going out to dinner to like a sushi place close to us, where we love to go because it has amazing food. Did that, enjoyed a good time. Husband didn't enjoy it in the evening later, well in the night actually, because like it wasn't like 2:30 or anything. Yeah, he started to get kind of sick, so yeah, he had a bad night. Like, kind of thankful that it was like on that day because the kids weren't at home. We didn't need to pick them up or anything. So yeah, also he woke me up with like being sick. Because yeah, I'm kind of a light sleeper. Like depends a bit, but most of the times I'm awake. Like if he almost like only coughs one time. So yeah, it woke me up. I also had a bad night. But because the kids weren't around, I didn't need to get out of bed at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I opened my eyes, looked at my cell phone to see what the time was. And I kind of got a jump scare because it was like, what the actual fudge? I slept until 10:30. I was like, what? That normally doesn't happen. So obviously I was kind of a little bit like, what? Yeah, so that's not normal. Yeah, it was nice to be able to just sleep in. We then went to another clothing store close to us that's like a little bit more specialized in like not normal sizes. Like you have like these specialty sizes, they also do like remake clothing in case necessary. You have like business suits and they have like a lot. And yeah, last time my husband also got his pants from there. He was like, you know what, we're just going to go there and we'll see. Well, he found some, so yay! Now I need to see which container do I need. This one. Yeah, so he had some nice new pants, so he was happy. They were just jeans, but still, it's nice if you have something fitting. So this is the last one of the regular drills. After this, it will all be these. So, yay. So I'm almost done already. But yeah, I think I'm like most way through to my rambles. So yeah, also for like the second night, so on the Saturday night, we ordered in. So it was also nice. We had some just regular shawarma and doner kebab, some French fries and a salad. It was good, as always. Nobody had a bad night, so that was also good. On Sunday, we had our actual anniversary, so we were married that day for 8 years. 8 years already since I married my husband. Time flies. And yeah, it has been some crazy years. We have had our ups and downs, together and apart. Like, yeah, we both have like mental health issues and stuff. Like he had a burnout and everything. I think still pretty close to one, and depression and death in the family, and yeah, I suffered a miscarriage, so that was also like kind of hard on us. Like birth over 2 kids, and yeah, it's all a whole lot of something. Yeah, we're survived until now, so hopefully onto many healthy and happy years more. Yeah, at least until now, I'm not planning on divorcing my husband. So that's a good thing. There's no plan, at least for it. So that's why we always joke, like, hey, at least there's no direct plan of divorce. You never know what the future brings, but as long as plans aren't there yet, we're good. Also, the kids are going almost back to school, like 1.5 more weeks, and then I'm gonna have a little bit more breathing space, because yeah, it gets a little bit difficult at times. Oh, this is nice purple. It's 208 EB. I don't know if you can see it, but it's nice. But yeah, on Saturday also, like right before we had our dinner, before we ordered, both my husband and I went to the basement and we did our resin work there, or at least I did resin work. He was looking and giving an opinion and giving me stuff because I made some potion bottles for like the D&D stuff he does, because one of the people in his group wanted to have some of the potions. And yeah, I'm like, fine by me, as long as I have like the costs of making out of it, it's all fine by me. So we did that, so we have now the potions, so he can take them with him like in the weekend, because then he has a D&D group again. Nice for me, because that means I have the evening off, because yeah, it's my husband, but I still like to have like the living room space for myself every once in a while. And he has a good time playing D&D, so win-win. And it makes for me to have a lot of stuff to make, because he has a lot of the ideas, like stuff he wants to like physically have, like the potion bottles, so he can see like what he actually has like in his inventory, so he doesn't like need to check everything constantly. And I have been making scrolls, and he wants to have a Dungeon Master's like screen, like background for when he is doing that and everything. And yeah, so he supports my hobbies, I support his. Keeping ourselves busy. So now I made some runestones. Also got an order for that one from one of his co-players. I made a different version. Like, ooh, it turned out perfect. Like there was just one that had a slightly bubble. I had made 2 sets before, and they both had like bubbles on the edges and stuff. And we're like thinking, like I have these molds for the crystals, which I will be showing you in a little bit, because I have them like right on off screen. But yeah, so we have these like crystal molds, and they look amazing. And the fun part is that they come out like really good. It's like hardly any bubbles in them or anything. So we're like, you know what? We're just going to try like the same idea, like put some mica powder in the mold itself and put the resin in then, instead of like coloring the resin and pour it in. Well, that way it saved a lot of headache. Yes, it was a little bit more hard to get like a nice pattern, because I wanted to be actually like a little bit of a spacey theme. You know what? I'm just going to grab them, because they also are like a little bit off. So hold on for just a second while I'll walk around the table. So I'm just going to grab a few. Not the best I grabbed, but so yeah, I'm just brushed the color in it. It's like black, blue, and purple. I don't know if you can see it like really well, but yeah, just brushed it in and just poured in some black coating for the back, well, for the stones itself, and they came out really good. Also like the crystals, because he has an idea to make like a little crystal cave kinda, and it is inspired on like a amethyst dragon. So I made some little amethysts. Okay, I made these like the first time I did them. I was like inspired by an amethyst. It was like, yeah, nice purples, and it came out really well. You can see here, like, you have a little bit of dusting on the back. That's what comes out of the mold, like out of the sides. But yeah, they come out really well. Every now and then they have like a little bubble, like there in front of my nail. I don't even know if you can see it, but there's like a little bubble. But it's hardly noticeable. So I'm also going to make these like ones to test them. Like I want to make black ones because my husband said like, hey, inspired on the stone obsidian, I believe it was. They did like entire black one. He could use those. It was like, I'm going to make a test batch, like one where I like powder mold and put in resin, and one where I color the resin and put it in to see like if there's any difference. But yeah, it's fun. I'm going to sit down for just a little bit more, but because I have a few things, not that much, but well, one I think. But yeah, so we did that in the time, and after that we went and got ourselves some dinner. Well, actually, this is like the only one that has like a little defect I see now. Like on this corner, maybe you can see it. There's a tiny bubble there somewhere. There, now you can see it like right in front of my finger. Oh, shoot it, cat. Yeah, so we got our dinner, put on a new TV show that we started on Friday. It is called Dead Boy Detectives, and it's on Netflix. I was thinking, like, was it Disney or was it Netflix? But it was Netflix. And like, yeah, it's a dead boy detectives. So they're solving crimes. Bit like a whole other stuff going on, but I'm not going into details just in case you want to see it for yourself. But yeah, it was entertaining. It was kind of, now creepy, I don't want to say, but like strange and stuff. But yeah, it was fun at the same time, so I enjoyed it. Yeah, cat, I know. You want to act like you're hungry again. Yeah, so that show we watched on Friday and Saturday, so that was fun. I'm going to see, actually, like, can I put in this one? Yeah, I'm going to put this here. Yeah, I can do that. Get a bigger container of this one so I can put in these 2 bags. And I can, if all goes well, I can have it all fit in here. There. Oh, come on. Is it like too full? Okay, I can put in a little bit in this one, because this one has a little bit of space left. Whoop. So, put in a little bit there, and the flying drills back in here. So that one can go there, and then this one can get in this container. And then we're entirely done. Just looked over to my right and was like, oh yeah, I had a few that I still needed to do. Yep. One went flying. I will probably be finding that tomorrow. Probably my husband will be looking under the table like, hey, you've been getting up again. How many have been flying this time? Because yeah, that's like his joke. Last week I found one on a drill on his back. From the kit that I worked on upstairs on, like on our bed. So. Yeah, so now I have everything kitted up and ready to go. So that's nice. But yeah, I think basically that I have said everything there is to say. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at this. And yeah, as per usual, I hope you liked this video. If you did, well, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and comment for anything you want me to know, you want to ask me, or anything else. Or if you just want to say hi, that's also fine. Or if you just want to let me know that you have watched the video, you can also just leave a emoji. Maybe a cat for the one that's here like meowing around, like, hey, I want to eat. Or a space-themed one for out of this world, space-themed kid. Because, yeah, he's cool. Basically like for my husband. Because he was like, ooh, that's a nice kid. If I had a space for it, I would hang it. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to make it for you. It's for once something that's not for me. So yeah. But yeah, but that being said, as I said, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and all the fun stuff. Subscribing, not necessary. If you just want to watch every now and then, you can also just keep returning. But it would be very much appreciated if you would like the video. Hit the big thumbs up button on your way out. Just so I know people like these rambly videos for me. And yeah, that you want to see more of them. With that all being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Whatever is necessary for you. Well, what all applies, that's what I want to say. Words. Yeah. Yeah, and I hope to see you all in a next video. Bye.